Hey, it's Bob Clark from bobandrosemary.com with more part-time home business tips for you today. In this video, I'm going to show you 6 tips for maximizing your productivity when time is really tight. Going to be a good one, so stay tuned. Okay, so today's show is all about productivity, okay? Time is tight, you need to get stuff done. Let me give you some tips today that are gonna help you maximize your productivity when you're part-time. Okay, first, before I do that, make sure that somewhere down below this video, you hit the little red subscribe button if you haven't already, and click the notification bell next to it. That'll make sure that you're notified every time that I put out a new video here on YouTube, because over the next 30, 60, 90 days, I'm going to be pumping out a lot of free content that'll help you, especially if you're part-time in your home business. Okay, so let's get right to the training. 6 tips to maximize your productivity when time is really tight. Number 1 is make sure you're leveraging tools. Okay, leveraging technology and leveraging tools. Okay, basically any tool that'll help you reach a lot of people with one action is the kind of tool that you want to make sure you're using. So here's some examples. I use an email software tool called Aweber. I also use drip.com. And these are tools basically that allow you to write an email, okay, push a button and send it out to a whole bunch of people at one time, people on your list. Okay? That's a huge leveraging tool, and it will really boost your productivity. Another one, Zoom.com. Zoom.com is a great tool that allows you to basically talk to a bunch of people at the same time. So if you want to do a group presentation, for example, you bring a lot of people onto your Zoom session online, and you get a whole bunch of people, and you can give a presentation to a bunch of people at the same time. Save you a lot of time, save you a lot of headache, right? Making videos like this one is a huge leveraging tool. Okay, I use YouTube, and I also use Vimeo for this. But basically, anytime you cut a video and anybody can find it, right? Now you've leveraged it out so that one-time video can be seen by thousands and thousands of people. Huge time saver in your business. So make sure you're leveraging tools. There's lots more tools. I'm gonna actually do a video on all the different tools that I use. Okay, so watch for that in near future. Make sure you subscribe, right? Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Number 2, make sure you're leveraging high productive strategies. Okay, what does that mean? Again, it's the same concept of reaching as many people you can in one keystroke. Okay, so some examples of high productivity strategies would be placing ads. Okay, you place an ad one time, many people can see it. Again, I said making videos, that's another one. Making like an FAQ page on your blog, for example, can be huge. If you're getting the same question over and over and over and over again, you can make an FAQ page on your blog that'll answer these common questions. So when someone asks you, point them right to the resource, right? Point them right to the resource. And your company as well. If you're an MLM, for example, your company probably has a lot of things that you can use. For example, a company presentation is huge, right? So you don't have to keep doing the presentation. You point them to a video. You want to become a really good pointer, okay? A pointer to different things that will help people without you having to actually explain things over and over and over again. So leveraging high productivity strategies is a huge tip for maximizing your productivity. Number 3 is go for the one big thing. Now, I kind of talked about this in a previous video. I'm going to talk about it again. When I say go for the one big thing, I mean, here's the scenario, okay? You have very little time to work on your business, maybe 30 minutes, maybe 60 minutes, and you want to get the most bang for your buck, right? The most bang for your time. So you go for the one big thing, which I call the money activity. Okay, I talked about this before. It's worth talking about it again because it's a super important point. The money activity is that one activity in your business that if you do it consistently, gives you the best chance at achieving results. If you're an MLM, that money activity is probably prospecting. Okay, so go for the one big thing. If you're an MLMer, the one big thing, 30 minutes of your business, go talk to some people. Go follow up with some people. Go see if people are open to a presentation, right? Go for the one big thing. It's a huge concept. Number 4 is work in tiny chunks. Okay, work in tiny chunks. And I also alluded to this before in other videos, but here's the thing. If you wait for the big chunk of time, that 2 hours, 3 hours to work on your business, it may never appear, especially if you're part-time, have a full-time job, have a house full of kids, taking care of elderly parents, whatever, right? Those big chunks don't appear. You know that. So you got to work into 10, 15, 30-minute chunks of your day to get things done. Okay, and that's a really important skill to learn if you're part-time, because I'm going to tell you, if you're waiting for the big chunk, you're going to be waiting a long time and your business is never going to get off the ground. Okay, if you want to learn how to work in the so-called nooks and crannies of your day, at the little tiny chunks of time, watch the previous video I did yesterday that goes all into that. Okay, number 5, practice strategic learning. Okay, so when I first started in the business, I was learning everything, right? I would watch webinar after webinar, day after day, night after night, on all kinds of different topics. And I became I had mediocre knowledge about many things, but I wasn't really an authority on anything. So my advice to you would be to practice strategic learning to save time and maximize your productivity. And by that I mean, pick one skill, pick one strategy, and learn it, okay? And dive deep. Go deep rather than wide, okay? Go deep rather than wide. It's a key concept when you're building part-time. So let's say, for example, you decided you wanted to learn video marketing, okay? You might buy a course by my friend Mark Harbert, for example. Actually, I have a great course of his. I'll put it in a link down below the video. You can check it out. It's one of the best courses on video marketing I've ever seen. But anyway, let's say you want to get into video marketing, okay? And so you buy a course, or you get on some trainings, you get on some webinars, and then you start learning more and more about video marketing, practicing that in your time, when you have time to work on it, the time for your business, right? Practice that and go deep, go deep, go deep. Okay? It's huge. It's a huge time saver. Rather than trying to learn everything, try to learn one thing and learn it really, really well. It'll save you a ton of time, a ton of money, and it'll really maximize your productivity. And finally, this may seem weird, but try to work some thinking time into your week. Okay, now you're saying, how sitting down thinking, how is that going to improve my productivity? It will, a great deal. It'll give you time to reflect. Reflect on your past week, reflect on your week coming up. It'll give you time to set some real goals, right? To really think about your daily method of operation, and is that working for you? To think big picture, okay? To think big picture. What are your big goals, right? Your big whopping goals, and is what you're doing day in and day out working toward that? Spend some time reflecting on this kind of stuff, and you'll watch your productivity boost like crazy. It'll just go up and up and up because you'll be super focused. You'll have an idea of where you're going, why you're doing stuff, and you'll be motivated and focused to do it, and your productivity will skyrocket, guarantee it. Okay, so these are my 6 tips for maximizing your productivity in your home business part-time. If you got value, please like, comment, share, whatever you want to do with it. If you got value, share it with a friend. And again, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I've got lots more stuff coming at you in the coming weeks. One final thing, I got a little surprise for you. I got a free resource that's really going to help you out if you're part-time. Okay, it's called How to Build Your Business in 30 Minutes a Day or Less. It's basically everything I've learned over the last 8 years in building part-time that will really, really help you out if you're struggling. So how to get there is bobandrosemary.com/30. That's bobandrosemary.com/30. Go check that out. It's a free resource just for hanging out in my video today. Totally appreciate you, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.